Babes.
Yes.
You just woke up from a nap, and...
Why are you laughing?
Well, I'm about to tell you why I'm laughing.
Why?
I'm about to tell you why I'm laughing, babes.
Okay.
Okay. And about 5 minutes before you officially got up, I said, hey, are you awake yet? And you said, give me 5 more minutes. So I tell Miss A, set an alarm for 5 minutes. And like a minute later, I hear snoring.
Oh, jeez.
And I start cracking up to myself because I'm thinking she's in for a rude awakening.
Okay.
I don't know why I find it so funny.
Do you have to mention that?
Mention what?
Why?
What did I mention?
No one.
Uh-oh.
Why must you tell everybody?
I don't know, babes. I can't help myself.
Oh my goodness.
It was a good nap, though. I got over here around 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
Your groceries arrived at like 8:50.
Yeah, right about, yeah.
You put them away, then you gave me a snack, and then we went to the bedroom to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I got up at like 10:18.
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to have a meeting today with my mental health professional because when I scheduled it, I'm just thinking February 4th. I'm not putting it together that it's a Friday, right? Yeah. And on Wednesday, I emailed him canceling, but I didn't hear anything back. So I'm thinking, oh, this is really bad.
Yeah.
Right before I fell asleep, I checked my email. He emailed me. He said that this is fine. Can we do next Wednesday?
Okay.
And that made me feel good. And then I was out.
Okay.
Yeah. Until 10:18 when I woke up and, did my thing.
Uh-huh.
Yes. How you feeling, babes?
Good.
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 Jaylo.
Yes.
Neil Young is apparently, I don't know if he still is, but he has a history with homophobia.
Well, that's what you said. I'm just going by what you said.
Apparently, in 1985, he gave an interview with Melody Maker magazine, and he used a slur. I don't like using slurs against people. Unless it's, the C word or calling somebody an asshole.
Hey.
But,
that's still a slur.
Oh, well, those slurs I'm fine with.
Uh-huh.
Should he be canceled for this, Jaylo?
I don't know. I don't like the whole censorship thing at all, so I think it's in poor taste. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he should have just kept it to himself. That's what I think.
Apparently, keep on rocking in the free world unless you're gay or Joe Rogan. Then
those are the two. Those are the only two exceptions.
Yes. Keep on rocking in the free world unless you're gay.
Yeah. So anyone who wants to make a version of that song can't be Joe Rogan or homosexual at all.
Yeah, or if you want to sing along to it, don't be gay. If you want it to apply to you.
Wow.
What's interesting to me is he's somebody who's like anti-Trump and anti-Republican, as am I, but yet he's for censorship of artists. And you would think somebody who grew up in his generation and pushed back against the system would have a little bit more nuanced views on what other people do. Now, I'm obviously also referring to not just his blatant homophobia, but also his issues with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I would think that somebody that, if you're going to write a song called Keep on Rockin' in the Free World,
yeah,
I thought maybe you would be a little bit open to, people's free speech, right? Mm-hmm. Whether or not you agree with them, I thought he would be a little bit more open. If you're gonna make a song like that, I don't know.
And maybe if you just came out and said, oh, Joe Rogan's an asshole for this reason. Okay, that's your opinion. But if you're like, oh, my music shouldn't be on the service because it has your show. But he still does business with Amazon, who aren't exactly big fans of unions, right?
Well,
so who does more damage?
I don't know. I also heard something that he had something going on with Pfizer. And I have to do research on that, so I can't
really.
something like that, but it sounded pretty shady. It had something to do with his catalog.
I know that he sold part of his catalog to some big conglomerate who supposedly has connections with Amazon, and they may with Pfizer as well. I haven't done enough research into it.
Yeah, it's something I heard. I'm like, oh wow, this is just getting even more weirder.
Yeah,
I just I don't know. It's very weird.
And then David Crosby came out this week and said that Neil Young is like the most self-absorbed person he's ever met.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. You just, I mean, if you're going to make something like, if you're going to cancel somebody or try to cancel someone by taking yourself off of a platform, it doesn't work. I just don't know why he had to make a big deal out of it.
I just thought Neil Young was this free love hippie guy. And,
apparently not all hippies are like that, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't get it. Usually hippies are like, yeah, do what you feel.
Exactly.
Say what you want, They don't really have, it doesn't seem like they have like a care in the world about whatever goes on around them. So apparently he's a little more uptight than people thought.
I bet, though, if you met Neil Young, you could get along with him and have a very cool conversation about life. Because he's had some experiences.
I don't know.
Even though you wouldn't know that from reading his book. You'd think that most of his experiences revolved around the Pono player.
The Pono player sounds like it could be like a tape player or something.
It was a music player, designed for high quality audio, but it never really picked up steam.
It didn't sound like it to me.
No, and read Neil Young's book if you want to find out more about that. But you will get bored after the third chapter of him talking about it.
I think I'd rather read an autobiography about an actual somebody's actual life instead of their half of their life and then half about a player.
A defunct piece of equipment.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. I'm sure his heart is in the right place. It struck me weird that India Arie also removed her music from Spotify.
I just don't
understand.
Because
of Joe Rogan.
I just don't understand why people can't just remove themselves and not announce it. I mean, if they really had a problem with it, why did they have to respond? I don't know.
And how would these artists feel if people started saying, you did a song that I don't like, so therefore I don't want to be on a service with you?
Or I'm going to call for someone to get you banned from any streaming service you're on. Mm-hmm. I mean, I really like India Arie stuff, and I'm still going to listen to it.
Yeah, like her music is still good.
Yeah, and I like Joni Mitchell, but I mean, if you're not okay with what somebody says on a platform, don't announce it. Just, if you're going to take yourself off the service, just don't even make a big deal out of it.
Or you can just say that person's an asshole and not remove your music. Like, that would be cool too, in my opinion.
Or just don't share your opinion.
Yeah. Or if you're going to share your opinion, just leave it with your opinion. Don't actually remove your music as a form of protest.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
So this leads to a question, babes.
Yeah.
We appreciate these people's music.
Yes.
But obviously I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan, in case it's not clear. Even though I do think that there is some legitimacy to the argument that he platformed some very questionable people. He also does a lot of good out there, I think, and a lot of good conversations. But what does this say about how an artist can be so in touch when they're in the midst of the creative process, like making music, and so out of touch when it comes to their views on the world and who should have a platform?
I'm kind of thinking that they're so caught up in what everybody else is doing that they don't even realize that when you do that, it really does affect what other people that are still liking your art. It really affects how they're coming off to other people that still like their art. I don't know. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I don't know. I've had people tell me that they love their poetry and they think I'm a weirdo in real life, which I kind of get. And I've definitely had similar experiences with people to where I'll enjoy their art and then I'll meet them. And it's like being around two completely different people.
Right.
I just think that if you have a connection to the muse, as Stephen Pressfield would say, and it's strong, sometimes that it can affect in your development in other ways.
Yeah, I don't think that these artists realize just how much, even if these people don't meet them, just how much of an influence they have. And, people really do pay attention to, are you the same way in your art as you are in person? Do you actually, speak for the people?
Yeah. And it's so weird to me that Neil Young is an anti-Trump person and a company that helped to platform Trump sided with Neil Young in this, which of course is CNN. That plays liberal, but yet would pull away from Bernie Sanders' speeches to talk about Trump and show his podium back in 2016. And their boss got fired, or the guy who ran it,
he resigned.
Jeff Zucker. Oh, he resigned.
No, he resigned.
And that one of his big shows was The Apprentice, and that he made a lot of the calls to have Trump's speeches covered in 2016. And he's admitted to this.
Oh, well, I don't know how that has to do with Jeff Zucker.
Well, Jeff Zucker admitted that he had CNN do it. And it's so interesting to me that CNN is going hard in on being anti-Joe Rogan and being pro-Neil Young, but yet they claim to be the alternative to Trump, even though they helped platform him too. I don't know. It's just a bizarre thing.
They have been guilty of editing stuff that they show of him, too. So they're not exactly... they don't exactly platform him fairly anyway.
A lot of these Democratic outlets are actually very conservative when you look into it, or Democratic people. Like, did you hear that thing? I don't know if it's getting a lot of play where Joe Biden was talking about how much he loves Mitch McConnell earlier this week.
I never heard it, but like I told you, I don't like Mitch McConnell, so I could care less.
Yeah.
I really don't. Every time I hear about establishment people, I could care less about what they do.
That's fair.
I mean, if I haven't made it clear yet, I don't like establishment people.
Neither do I.
And I think they're only in it for themselves, but no, I just don't. I don't care.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's talk about one more thing.
We'll talk about a few more things.
No, when it comes to politics.
Tell me.
Okay. I know that, and you didn't know this until I mentioned this to you, that the Beijing Olympics are starting today.
I thought that they would do it on another weekend instead of when the Super Bowl's going on.
No, apparently they're going to do it this weekend.
Nice.
Why do you say that?
I don't know.
It is not nice. I really do not agree with our athletes being in that country. I don't know why the International Olympic Committee thought it was a good idea to send them there. I don't think that, because of now, we have known about the atrocities that China has committed on their government for a very, very long time. And already they're committing on their athletes with having them subscribe to these apps, because these apps are... Well, wait. Not subscribe to them, but the Chinese government has apps in order to watch the athletes.
I did not know that, but it doesn't surprise me.
No, and they're very, very intrusive on their government.
On their citizens.
Their citizens, I'm sorry. They're very intrusive on their citizens and other athletes, and terrible stuff. But then Nancy Pelosi has just come out and made a statement that she's scared for the athletes, but then she said something to the effect of, well, we already know what kind of government the Chinese government is. And she said, well, she's telling our athletes you're there to compete, but don't anger the Chinese government because they're ruthless. She already knows this, but yet she's more worried about them angering the Chinese government instead of, it just seems to me that she's not even worried about their well-being.
It's not worth getting upset with, because I told you,
yeah,
in my opinion, the only people that Nancy Pelosi cares about are herself, her family members, and maybe her big money donors. But that's it. And there's rumors that she's thinking of running for office again.
I don't think she's going to be successful.
I don't know when her term is up, but she should just go away.
Yeah,
nobody who likes her.
I don't like these people that they just will not leave when it's clear that even both sides don't like them. Mm-hmm. It's just like, come on, you're like, what, 82 years old? You've been in office for
119.
119. No, she's 82.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know because 2 years ago she turned 80.
Wow.
Anyway, haven't we seen enough? Haven't we heard enough? I mean, both sides are really upset with you. It's time to leave.
You've taken the bribes. It's time to retire.
It is.
You've helped ruin America. Good for you. And maybe we can put that on your tombstone. Nancy Pelosi helped ruin America. And leave it at that. That'll be your legacy.
Yeah, go home and eat all the ice cream you want.
You're so obsessed over this ice cream stuff, babe.
No, I'm serious, but it's like, come on, if she's trying to govern everybody else, and here she is with, like, expensive ice cream in her fridge. And she can pay that much money. I don't know.
I'm not as offended by the ice cream, but I am offended by other things. Like,
well, as am I.
I know, but the ice cream stuff, you're fixated on that.
Not really.
You do bring it up a lot. In private. Like, something I think about is how she had that Twitter account shut down that was monitoring her stock picks. Because, of course, she gets information ahead of the general public. Right? So wouldn't you want to know why Nancy Pelosi, or how Nancy Pelosi is making so much money on the stock market? I don't think it's because she's a financial genius. I think it's because she gets information ahead of time. So why not follow her stock picks? But she had that Twitter account shut down. And there's other things, like when she got that haircut in San Francisco.
Oh, I know.
When all the facilities were supposed to be shut down.
Yeah, and she didn't wear a mask.
Yeah.
And she's telling everybody else to. And the salon that did her hair is now closed.
I did not know that.
Well, I think the owner decided to close, which I don't think she should have.
Yeah, I mean, imagine the owner's position. Okay, maybe you like Nancy Pelosi or maybe you don't, but irregardless of that, a super powerful person calls you up and says that they want to have a haircut in your establishment. They're going to break the rules, but they're breaking the rules as somebody who upset the rules, and then you get caught up in the scandal.
Exactly, and now they closed down, and I don't even know if they're open anymore, but it's just so ridiculous. She definitely has she definitely thinks she has political privilege because she's Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, and she screws over progressives. Look at what she did to the Build Back Better bill. Look at all the things she's done to Bernie Sanders and the progressives like AOC. Well, AOC sucks up to her now, which I don't like, but that's a whole nother story. Jaylo.
So, case in point, Nancy Pelosi needs to go.
You want to use the C word?
No.
You want me to?
No.
I'm talking about Nancy Pelosi.
No.
All right, if you change your mind, I'm right here. What?
No.
Why not?
I don't like it.
Why? You want to plug your ears?
Okay. I've heard you say it before. You don't have to say it here, all right?
Okay.
And see you next Tuesday.
Yes. Let's bring up one more political thing that's kind of sad news.
Oh.
What?
What is it?
Bud Clark died.
Oh, I don't know much about Bud Clark, so I can't really comment.
Well, let me give you a little bit of background, babes. He, I think, got some notoriety here locally for doing a poster called Expose Yourself to Portland back in the late 1970s.
Literally?
I hope I'm getting that right. The poster was shot and you just see the back of him as his coat is open and it looks like he's exposing himself. And he was a local tavern owner, I believe. Mm-hmm. Then he runs for mayor, having no experience in political office, and becomes mayor of Portland in 1985. I was mayor for 2 terms. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm not doing him justice. But I believe he had the convention center built. And he, when he was in office, reduced the homeless population. Not by eugenics, but by, programs that worked. And he seemed like a very cool guy. Mm-hmm. And again, I was a little bit too young to be fully aware of what was going on when Bud Clark was in office. Mm-hmm. The police are coming.
I know, for you.
Yeah, because they know I was about to speak the truth about Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my goodness. No, they're gone now.
Okay, good.
I think it's the ambulance.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyways, but getting back to Bud Clark. Mm-hmm. But I've heard that he was a really good mayor, and he seemed like a nice enough man. My great aunt and my uncle used to own a photo shop in North Portland. Mm. Okay? Northeast Portland. Kind of close to where MLC is at. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things Bud Clark was known for is he used to ride his bicycle all over town. Mm-hmm. Apparently, if I'm remembering the story right, and I did not double check this, he used to get his photos developed at their Photoshop, because the other thing he did was he'd take pictures all the time. And he would go to the Capitol and do this. And there's footage of him in the state Capitol with his camera, just taking photos of things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, my sister was working in the Photoshop when Bud Clark used to go there. I should have asked her about this over text today. But I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, did you text her today?
No, I didn't. Wow. But I could have texted her and said, hey, I heard your man Bud Clark died. Was there a tour d'affaire? I'm joking, of course.
Oh, my goodness.
No, there was no tour d'affaire.
She was a minor.
She was like 14.
Wow.
Probably too young to work legally, but, that's on her, and that was back in the early 90s. But I believe that she not knew him, but used to interact with Bud Clark on a fairly regular basis.
Did their Photoshop do fairly well?
It did all right. They closed it to move to Hawaii, though.
Ah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many famous people besides him in town came to develop their pictures when those shops were open.
That's a good question. I know that my uncle at least used to be good friends with the guy who started Escape from New York Pizza. I think his name is Phil.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they're still friendly, but I don't know for sure.
Okay.
And I believe Phil used to swim at the I almost said NFB, at the MLC swimming pool back in the day.
Oh, wow.
But again, don't quote me on any of this.
Okay.
Yes. But it's sad news. Bud Clark died, but he lived to be 90 years old. I saw, I think, his last interview this week that he gave with KGW during the pandemic, during the start of it. And it was with him and his daughter. And he seemed like he was still pretty with it. And he said that he still rode his bike a lot.
Oh, wow.
I'm wondering, babes, now this is my ego.
Yeah.
Did Bud Clark ever see me when he was riding his bike around town?
Probably not.
He may have.
Or maybe he has. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He probably didn't put together that you and your sister were related.
I wasn't thinking that he did that.
I don't know. He probably doesn't even... I don't know. Maybe he did or didn't.
He took photos. I wonder if I could talk to his daughter. Maybe he has some pictures of me walking.
Oh, my goodness. Portland's a big city. Most likely he probably didn't see you.
He probably has like a whole photo book devoted to me.
One would hope, I guess. Wow.
That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious.
Yes. No, but in all fairness, he seemed like a cool guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you part of this story, but about a year before you and I met, me and my workout buddy had started talking about doing a podcast.
Uh-huh.
And I had turned him on to, ironically enough, Joe Rogan.
Uh-huh.
He's not as big of a fan as I am, and I think he's kind of gotten off the Joe Rogan bandwagon, and I'm still a fan, as you know.
Uh-huh.
But we used to talk about Joe Rogan a lot, and we used to say, we should do a podcast like this.
Uh-huh.
And we started doing one, but my workout buddy kind of flaked out on it.
Okay.
But the idea was, one of the things we wanted to do was interview local people around the Portland area.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people I wanted to interview was Bud Clark.
Mm.
Yeah. But we never got around to it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes. Well, I could have had the definitive interview with him.
Yeah, that is too bad, though.
Instead of here I am just commenting on the man and how my sister used to develop his photos, allegedly.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say is I want to find a book about Bud Clark because he seems like an interesting person to me,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if there are any books about him. I looked on Bookshare and on Bard and I couldn't find any. So I may never read about him.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you're okay with that there, Jaylo.
Well, I don't know much about him. That I don't know anything anything about him.
I should text my sister and ask her if that story's true.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Jaylo.
Yes.
The Super Bowl is happening this weekend.
Uh-huh.
I don't really care about it.
I don't either. I mean, I'm so out of the loop when it comes to that. I don't either.
And I actually think that it's something, when people tell me they're into the Super Bowl, I kind of look at them like they're posers. With the caveat that if they are a big football fan, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But so often you'll hear people who never watch football, except for the Super Bowl, talk about how excited they are for this event.
I never had that happen.
I know a lot of people like that.
I never had that happen with me. I most of the time I'll hear about that from people that do like football and they'll have, Super Bowl parties or the reason why they're watching it is because their favorite team or, their team is representing. Mm-hmm. But I never heard people that don't like football that much to say, oh, I'm watching the Super Bowl because it's the Super Bowl.
Well, I have.
Well, good for you then.
Snoop Dogg,
mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre, mm-hmm. Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar are going to be doing the halftime show this year.
Mm-hmm.
I have mixed feelings.
Okay.
I remember being a teenager and saying, I can't wait because in 20 to 25 years, rap music is going to be a lot more mainstream than it is now. And the artists I like are going to be on TV all the time and really respected. Uh-huh. And that prediction has turned out to be very true. Mm-hmm. On one hand, I feel vindicated. And on the other hand, the dangerous element of rap that I love feels like it's out of the mix. You know what I mean?
No.
It's kind of fun being a teenager and liking a form of art that's a little bit dangerous. And rap doesn't feel dangerous to me anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really comment. I guess because I wasn't into hip hop as you were, and you like the really underground stuff.
I like mainstream stuff from the 90s.
Yeah.
Snoop wasn't underground at all, but...
No, of course not.
I like the dangerous sound, and I think a lot of that is lost now.
Yeah. It depends on where you look to, right?
Right, but we're specifically talking about Dre, Snoop, Eminem, because they're going to be performing at the Super Bowl. Like, I remember, for example, when Eminem came out, he had all these groups protesting against him. Mm-hmm. And now he's so mainstream that he's going to be part of the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
How many groups were protesting against him?
There was a lot of people against Eminem. There was the religious rights. There was the Bush administration, but then you also had GLAAD, LGBT on the left.
Even GLAAD?
Yeah, because he said a lot. We think Neil Young said some derogatory things against gay people.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
Eminem said some really derogatory things against gay people on his albums. You had a lot of people on the left who were just like upset because they thought his music was a little bit too far out there. Both sides of the political scale came hard against Eminem when he first came out. And now there's so many people who just talk about how much they love his music.
Wow.
And it kind of goes to that old idea of first they hate you, or what is it? First they ignore you, then they hate you, then they fear you, and then you're accepted, right?
I guess.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. The whole thing is confusing.
What's confusing?
Well, I mean, not confusing, but it's just strange how that happens.
Yeah, it is.
It's not so confusing. It's just strange how that happens.
It's like all you have to do is stick around long enough, and you'll be embraced by the mainstream.
Yeah, I guess.
And you'll become mainstream.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of like Lady Gaga, right? When she came out, it seemed like, you know, this is an interesting artist, but she did some really weird stuff, and she probably still is. In the late 2000s, like around 2010, it was pretty clear that she was a total weirdo.
I like total weirdos, though.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying the progression of her persona. I don't know how accepted she is now, because she is now banned from performing in the Philippines. Oh,
what happened?
Well, remember I told you that story?
I forget. I remember vaguely something.
There's a song that she did called Judas.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Because Catholicism is very rampant, and I don't know if it's just a Catholic thing or not, but because Catholicism is very rampant, a lot of people in the Philippines thought that she was being very blasphemous and sacrilegious. And so a lot of people were protesting her as an artist. I mean, I don't know. I thought, I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little bit, I don't think she should have been canceled, and people shouldn't, should just like not, if they didn't like her, just don't go to her concerts.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was odd.
I want people to hear her music everywhere except for on Spotify.
Wow.
No, dumb joke.
It is a dumb joke. It's almost like how that group, I think it was there was like a Mute R. Kelly campaign, which I don't think it's working. It is ridiculous. It's like, okay, look, appreciate the art, just the person is not the same as their art, but don't protest the art, even though don't get it off of platforms because people still like it.
Exactly.
It's like, don't cancel their art just because you don't like the person. It's ridiculous.
That's my thought.
That's what I say.
I remember, Babes, in 1999. Well, let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Did you ever watch the MTV Music Awards?
Sometimes I did.
Yeah, sometimes I did, and a lot of the times it was these bubblegum acts or people who I didn't really care about. But in 99, they had Eminem, Snoop, and Dre perform, right? Mm-hmm. And it was only like a 5-minute thing. I think the halftime show...
Is it the MTV Video Music Awards you're talking about?
That's what I just said.
You said MTV Movie Awards.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay, I thought I said the Music Awards.
It's okay. They're a little bit different.
They are a little bit different. And I know because I've seen both.
I did watch the Video Music Awards sometimes, and I also watched the Movie Awards.
Okay, so my point is, though, in some ways, it feels like I've already seen an abbreviated version of the Super Bowl halftime show because I watched the MTV Video Music Awards in '99. So why am I going to tune into that? Because they're going to edit all the words that I would want them to say, and I hate it when they edit rap songs for TV.
Well, it's TV though.
I know, but my feeling is why censor something? Especially when you're watching people be ultra violent on the field and, beating the shit out of each other for the stupid ball. And that this is the day when, the most incidents of spousal abuse happens. That's been documented. Why do you have to censor a couple of words? So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, babes.
I don't know. You're on a censorship rant again.
I am on a censorship rant. I'm anti-censorship.
I do. I mean, as much as I don't like censorship, I do think that there are times where there is a time and a place for everything, and I don't know. Especially if there's children that are watching these shows, I just think there's a time and a place for that stuff.
I don't think children should be watching football games in general.
No, not that. I'm talking about the MTV Video Music Awards.
Oh, I didn't know that we were going back to that.
No, I'm not talking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, kids definitely shouldn't be watching football games, though. In my opinion.
Oh, jeez.
But you're for censorship at football games. Because we've talked about Colin Kaepernick
and I don't know. It's a totally different thing.
Oh. Well, I still love you there, Jaylo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We might want to make this one a short one. What are you thinking?
Why?
What else do you want to talk about?
That is a good question. I don't have any dreams. I didn't have any dreams, so yeah, we are going to tomorrow we are going to attempt to make chicken adobo, which is a Filipino staple.
Yes.
And I hope it goes well. I just thought about this today that I think it would be cool to put the rest of the stuff after everything is put together in my slow cooker, because when my mom would visit, she'd make the chicken in my slow cooker, and it turned out really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, good.
Good.
I think, babes, we should end this. Do you have morning breath?
Oh,
ouch.
I do not.
You don't. Smell your breath.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's enough. That's enough.
All right, let's stop.
I will, anyway, yeah. I think we should. Stop it!
All right, here's what
Okay, no.
What?
No.
No what? No what? What?
Man, oh man.
What? I love you, babes.
Really?
Yes, I do. I think we should stop this and watch some Ted Lasso and maybe make out a little bit. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think so too, and I need to get a drink of water.
I think first you should get
Okay, stop
drink of water. What? I was just agreeing with you.
Mm.
What? You're feisty, babes.
You're gonna copy me again. You've been doing that lately.
Have I?
Yes.
You copy me, though.
Not as much as you have been. I mean, you do it on purpose.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, you do.
Well, I love you, babes.
You do it on purpose.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Well, this is...
I'm going to eat something and drink some water and then...
Snack time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.